Hello and welcome back to Budgeting with Debbie. It's a little bit later that I'm filming this video than I would have been normal, but life's kind of got in the way. Some sad times. The Llama book has died, I'm afraid. The glue has gone on the spine, so all the pages are now falling out. So we're not going to be using our trusty little Llama anymore. They've served us well, but time for a change. It's very, very sad news. So before I show you my new, I've already done my cash stuffing for my envelope, for my purse. I'm ever so sorry, but like I say, what date are we on now? 2nd of June. I got paid on like the 26th of May, so it's nearly a week ago, and I had to sort my envelopes out. So there's nothing different that you've not seen in any of my other videos. You know, I'm very consistent with what goes in my purse. The only thing to mention was what I had left over. I think I had about £10 in notes and about £8 in coins, so that's all gone into the coin jar. So I just rolled over the notes into this month's spending just because it's my birthday this month, so I want to have a little bit of extra spending money. So I'm afraid you won't see that on camera, but like I say, it's nothing different to any of my other videos, and because I've got a new book to set up, I wanted to allot that bit of extra time to that. So I've been on a bit of a splurge this month, guys. So I've also got a new little cash tray. You know, I've been on about getting one for ages. Well, I finally found one that I liked. So it's like an acrylic holder. It's meant to be for makeup palettes, you know, like eyeshadow palettes. But I think it looks very fancy, and I look like a proper budgeting YouTuber. So I treated myself to that. And then my other new thing was this book. Now I'm just going to fold this cover over just because otherwise it reflects the camera and nobody wants to be seeing that. So if you watched my last video, if you are a returning viewer, thank you very much. If you're new, hi, I'm Debbie. I placed some tiny little bets on the Oscars with my brother. And we did better than I thought, actually. So some of the like jackpot ones that we put just like 50 odd p on cashed in. So I ended up winning about 40 odd pounds. So I treated myself to a Plumb paper notebook. So Plumb paper. This came with the book. So just so you know what you're looking for. It's an American company. It was quite expensive, if I'm honest with you. I probably wouldn't normally spend this much on a notebook, but I thought, you know, I'll treat myself. So as you can see, I've personalised it with my initials. It comes with like the hard plastic covers, but like I say, they are quite shiny. That's why I've just flipped it back. I went for the Art Deco because I thought that's quite fancy. It looks swish, and I could choose my own font. You could choose your own colour schemes, and then I just went for like neutral on the inside. So on the inside of the planner, there's just like a standard book belongs to page. Then you've got a special dates page. I've not filled anything in this yet. So I'm thinking I might put people's birthdays in here because that ties in nicely with my sinking funds. And then you've got an idea and goals page. And then it's just plain lined notebook paper. Lots of pages. And then there's like a little envelope sleeve wallet thing at the back with the little Plumb paper logo. So this is what I've treated myself to. So the other thing I've treated myself to is some stickers. So a lot of the American YouTubers and the British ones, to be fair, all have really fancy stickers, and I've always been quite jealous of their stickerage. So I thought, you know what, I'll treat myself. I've bought 2 or 3 different sets this month, but I've decided to go with this one first. So this is by, if I hold it up to the camera, you might be able to see it a bit better. Let me see if I can get it to focus. So you can see it's by the Budgeting Planner. She's got a shop on Etsy, and that's where I got these from. And she sent me these. This is like a little freebie. I'm not sure what I'll do with them, but I think they're cute anyway. So I'm going to do a little time lapse, just setting up my pages. I'm going to have a sinking fund page, and then I'm going to have a transaction log page. So rather than having a page per sinking fund, I'll be writing it out each month, but I think it'll just make it all a bit easier and clearer to see exactly how much I've got rather than having to flick through each page all the time. It'll just be running down a list. So I'm just going to do a little time lapse whilst I set that up. So I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. So I'm opening up my packets here, and then I very shortly realise I've made a little boo-boo in my ordering. So I wasn't quite sure what my book was going to be like when I ordered these stickers, and I got in a bit of a fluster. So I only bought one thick washi strip. So the washi strips are the big thick stickers at the top. As you can see here, I'm having a little bit of trouble getting it lined up and placed. This is a bit of a skill, it just takes a bit of practice. So I've got my thick washi with my header of sinking funds, and then this is just like a little label strip title header at the top, which just allows me to list my categories, my beginning balance, how much I add at the month, how much I take away and spend, and then what my final balance is for the month. So here I'm just making sure I've got enough lines, and I think I have. I can never quite remember how many sinking funds I've got. So this is just a little total strip that goes at the bottom, and then just to tidy the page off, just a little thin washi strip just to make it look all pretty. These stickers are really beautiful quality. They were really nice, and even though I had to peel it back, it still stuck down really well. The glue has held up quite nicely. So this is where I'm thinking, what the hell am I going to do? I haven't got any thick washi, so I decide I'm going to try and cobble something together by using the excess thin washi strips. So I'm afraid it's a little bit wonky, but I'm kind of having to just sort of war mentality make do amend on this video at the moment. But some of the other sticker strips I've bought, I have got extra thick washi, so it won't be like this going forward. And when I order from this Etsy shop owner, I will just remember that I need 2 thick washes. So now I'm going to just draw in my lines just to keep everything nice and neat and tidy. So now I'm just trying to line up my lines so I get nice straight lines, and I'm trying to decide whether to risk it doing freehand or on the other side. No, I'm going to measure it out just to at least get my first line straight, and then I can just use guides on the ruler just to wing it from there. There's nothing that infuriates me more when I'm watching budgeting videos and people use a ruler and have a wonky line. I don't get that, but anyway, I think I did quite a good job at doing mostly freehand lines. Same again on the transaction log page. So now what I need to do is write in all of my sinking funds. Should probably time lapse this bit as well, and then we'll go through each of my envelopes, write down my beginning balance and how much I'm stuffing in this month, and then I won't be completing the balance because obviously I might spend some. So at the end of the month I can do like a mini closing out, if you like, of what's left at the end of my sinking funds, or I might even just bundle it in with the start of my video for next month. I've not quite decided. If you want to pop a comment in the comment box down below, what do you think would be better, doing another video or doing it all as one? I just don't want to make the videos too long, so whatever you guys think you would prefer to see, I'm happy to accommodate to. So I'm sorry if I have to have the book at a little bit of a weird angle. It's just whilst I write. My husband might be able to do some jiggery pokery with it in editing. We'll see how it comes out in the end, shall we? So I'm just going to write down all of my categories and I'll be back in a moment. So we're back. As you can see, sorry, a crow just crowed as I started filming the audio again. Only me, eh, guys? Right then, so as you can see, just made it. Just had space. Oh my days. So if we have to create any new sinking funds, what I might do, I was toying with doing this anyway, is adding things like Amazon Prime and Disney together and having like a subscriptions sinking fund. And I think as long as I can keep tabs of like what my budget is for each thing, that could work. And then I could also, if I'm going to do that, I could clump together things like Halloween, bonfire night, and maybe even Easter as like a holiday, and probably leave Christmas on its own because it's a bigger thing. But I could lump New Year, Halloween, bonfire night, and Easter together as like a holidays folder, and that could condense them down. So that's one of the things I'm toying with. And then I could also, I suppose, clump together things like NMC and the BACCN because they're both like nursing related. I think we'll see how we go. We'll take it from there. Anyway, let's see how much we've got in the envelope, shall we? And let's get started. Right then, so in the medical envelope, we've got £20 in there to start with. I've just had a lengthy discussion about where in the column I should write my numbers, so we're winging it. We're going to see what works, and we'll take it from there. I add £20 a month to my medical, so as you can tell from my accent, I am English, and we do have the NHS. However, as I've said before, but if you're new to me, I'll repeat again just for you people. We don't get everything for free, so we have to pay towards prescriptions, glasses, dental, and some other bits and bobs as well, like specialist vaccines if you're going on holiday. Not that many people are doing that at the moment. So I just save £20 a month away because I am a glasses wearer, and I've just depleted this last month. I got some new glasses, so if I just start saving up again, then in a couple of years' time I'll have the money there for my new glasses again. So that's that. Next is Valentine's Day. So at the moment we've got £16. So again, I'm using Monopoly money as a placeholder for real money because I don't want, you'll see at the end of this, there's a lot of money in these sinking funds and I don't want all that money in the house. So that's why I use the Monopoly money as a placeholder, and then all the money is nice and safe in my bank account. So we've got 10, 15, 21 there. I'm not putting a 20 in because I've not got very many. I'm running a bit short on them, so I'm not going to condense them down too much this time. I normally condense as I go. It's like a cash exchange, if you like. Amazon Prime. How much does Amazon Prime get? Amazon Prime gets £7 a month, so I've got 31 in here at the moment. 5, 6, 7. So that gives us 20, 35, 36, 37, 38. Next is Disney Plus. So Disney Plus has got 20 in here. We pay this once a year, and I think it was March it was paid. So we've got till next March to save up the money. Next is Easter. So we've just got 5. I will condense this one down. I'm going to add 5, so we'll have £10. Sorry, I've just made a boo-boo. Would be typical that I am not using my erasable pen, hey? Gutted. I've made a boo-boo in my brand new book. Ugh! Could be a lot worse. I'm so used to writing the totals in, aren't I? That's why I've done it. Changing the processes up, never mind. Right, Father's Day. So we've got 120 in here. And I'm adding another 10. 10, 10, 10. There we go. Although I do need to amend that because I have just ordered something today, but I'll do that in a bit. My dad's birthday, so that's coming up in June. So he's got 110 in there so far. And I add another 10 in here. That's 120. My brother's birthday. We've got 50, 70, 90 in there so far. And I am going to swap out just to give me some 20s because I know I'm going to need them for future ones. Now I get to put a 100 in there. I already know what I'm getting him for his birthday. Well, he knows. I get him one every year. We'll be getting the new Liverpool Football Club strip. BACCN. So we've got 50, 60, 70, 81, 2 in here. And I am adding in 15. So that makes 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97. I'm thinking, I know I've been saying it for a while, but I'm going to make some new envelopes as well, some smaller ones that are sort of like Monopoly size envelopes, but I just need to find my laminating sheets out before I can do that. Right, school funds. So this is quite a big one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60. And we're adding £40 between me and my husband this month. So that's going to make us 400. So I'm going to put these 20s back in again because I know I'm going to need them. So we've got £400 there. So this is all for new uniforms for next year and trips and books and bags and stationery and all that sort of good stuff that she's going to need. Anniversary. We've got 55 in there. How much do I save for our anniversary? How much do I save? £10. That's a pretty colour palette, isn't it? Look at them together. It even goes with my book. Cute. Sorry. My husband thinks I've actually lost the plot. Right, NMC. So I am a nurse, so I have to pay this every year. 50, 60, 70, 80. And I'm adding 10. So as you can tell, I have to pay £120 a year, so I'm getting close to having to do my revalidation. So that'll be fun. Goose Fair. So for those of you that are new to me, Goose Fair is a massive, huge travelling fair that comes to our county of Nottingham, and they come every October. And it can get quite expensive, all the rig rides and things, and drinks and popcorn and hot dogs and donuts and all that lovely, 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 yummy food. So that's why I was saving up for it. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to go ahead this year. It got cancelled last year because of pandemic. So we'll just see whether it goes ahead this year or not. My husband's birthday. So we've set aside 140 so far. And he gets 20. So that'll be 160. So I'm going to put them two back, get a 50 and a 10. Okay, that's 160. Holly is my daughter, so her birthday is also in October. So she's also got 140. I'll put 20 aside for her. I'll say I put 20 aside for her. So that's 160. Halloween. We've got 53 in here so far. And we stuff 5 for Halloween. So that's 55, 6, 7, 8. Bonfire night, we have got 30. Oh, we shove 5 in there. Now, the reason I've got more in Halloween than in Bonfire Night is because I had some left over from last year. So we are planning to go on a big holiday in October to Disney World, and they have some fantastic Halloween stuff. So I decided to roll it over, and then I can spend it there when we get there. And so I'm being ever so positive about us getting there. Right, Christmas one. So I have 2 different Christmas funds. One is one that's my personal money for my friends, my close family, and then Christmas 2 is one that my husband and I save into together, and that is for my daughter's present, for home decorations, for food, and anything that we want to buy jointly. Just makes it easier for buying, so when I'm buying presents for him, so he doesn't know what I've bought. So Christmas 1, we've got 100, 200, 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I put £50 into this. What did I say I had? 1, 2, 20, 38, 238. And I'll put 50 in. That's 288. So just coming up for halfway mark, so we should have a good amount set aside for Christmas. And then Christmas 2, we've got 1, oh, it's on the run, 1, 2, 3, 350, 375. And I put 75 a month into here. Oh, sorry, we put 75 a month into here. Oh, in fact, actually, I can condense this down, can't I? 20, 40, 50. So keep one of the 50s, get rid of that one and get 100. Yeah, so we've got 450 in there now. Isn't it amazing how much money we spend at Christmas? It's a little bit ludicrous, really, when you think about it, isn't it? But it only comes once a year, and we enjoy a bit of fun at some points in our lives, don't we? Right, New Year. I don't put a lot away for New Year because I'm more often than not working. So I've got £30 in here, and I've allotted £5 for that. So I'm not doing as many on socials at the minute. I'm not doing as many overtime shifts. So over the next few months, I might have to tinker with the amounts I put away. Just sorry about that, guys. The camera cut out, and then last time we had to pause filming and the audio came on, a crow started like crowing. We've just started the audio this time, and then a car started beeping. It's going great. Right, I'm not sure where the video cut out, but I've just done New Year. So I started with £30 in there, and I've added another 5. So now we're on to gifts, formerly known as gifts, friends' birthdays. So we've got 55 in here at the moment. I did use some of this last month. My friend hurt herself, so I sent her some flowers and things, and buying end of school gifts for teachers and things. So, but anyway, we'll top it up with another 20 this month. So that gives us 75. And then home improvements not getting a lot this month, so we've got just £20 in there at the moment because we had to buy some bits and bobs last month, but we're getting another 10 in there. This needs to get some serious attention whenever we have any spare cash, because we've got quite a few bits that need doing around the house. Technology, again, this is also not getting a lot of love this month, so we've got 50, 70, 91. And I'm going to add 10 in there. So I am going to condense these down, just because I like using the 100 ones. It makes me feel rich. I've got 101 in there. Dalmatians. Oh, speaking of which, went to see Cruella. Oh, it's amazing. I really enjoyed it. I know it had really mixed reviews, but oh, it's very, very good. Right, trips. Sorry, bit of a divergent there. So we've got the 550 for the Frozen trip, and then I've just got 140 here. So that's 550, 650, 690. So the reason that this is a bit less is because I'm going on a trip with my brother in September. We're going to see Back to the Future on the stage. He had a voucher to use up from when a show he was going to see pre-pandemic got cancelled. So he invited me to go and see that with him. So I've just had to pay for hotel and train fare. So yeah, that should be fun. Anyway, this month I'm adding in 75 for trips. So I'm keeping these separate because that's the 550, 650, 7, 20, 40, 65. Right, archery. My daughter does archery, and we're down to a single last pound in there. So we're just going to start slowly building that up again. So just put £5 in there. This won't be enough, but it's a start. She's got some competitions coming up if the application's gone in properly. So we're just waiting to hear back from that. And then we need to just make sure that all our arrows and everything are in good condition. We don't need to buy any new of that. And then we've got 150, 170 in my holiday spending money. And I'm going to add 20 to that. So that's 190. I've got my eyes on some bags and all sorts when we go to America. Right, Noom gets 18. So we need to add another 18. My 18 times table isn't very good, I'm afraid, so we're going to have to do this old school. I want to say something like 36. Is it? 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Oh, look at me, I'm a genius. 36. Right then. Who needs a calculator? Not me. Although it would look really, really, really pretty in this setup. That might be next month's purchase. Right. So now I'm just going to quickly add up. I am going to use a calculator for this because it's a lot. How much we've got at the beginning and how much I've added. And then at the end of the month, I'll go through and deduct anything that's I've spent out of it, and then we will have our total balance. So I'm just going to quickly add this up. Just getting my phone calculator. Right then, this is probably where someone like flashes up with a message that's highly confidential or something. So 20, 16, 31, 25, 120, 110, 90, 82, 360, 55, 80, 70, 140, 140, 53, 238, 375, 30, 55, 20, 91, 690, 1, 170, 18. So we started with 3,110. we've added in, how much have we added in? 20 plus 5 plus 7 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10, 20, 30 plus 15 plus 40 and 20, 30, 20, 40, 10, 50, 75, 5, 20, 20, 75, 5, 20, 18. So we've added in this month 495. This is why I don't want all this money in the house, because that's like 3.5 grand. That's a lot of money, isn't it? Well, I think it is anyway. It's a lot of money to me and to our family. So that's why we do it this way. Right, so I'm going to round it up there, guys, because we've been going on for a little while now. So at the end of the month, I'll pop on and just do a quick catch up about what I've spent, and then we've got our starting balance ready for next month's video. So it'll hopefully be a bit more streamlined. I'm still new to this whole sticker using malarkey. I will get better. I'll try, I promise. Anyway, if you're new here, thank you very much for persevering through the video with me. If you could subscribe, that'd be amazing. And if you're returning, thank you so much. It really warms the cockles of my heart that you've come back to watch me. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be amazing. Help the channel grow, help get the budgeting methods out to people who need help, and get the banks really worried because they're going to be having to struggle for money. That's the plan. Right then, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Bye.